that creates more chances for you. You don't put all your equity or all your margin at once. That's why some people blow the account all the time, because they go as far as putting all their margin at the same time. And when this thing happens, they have two chances: possibility of winning or possibility of losing everything. Okay, so but I want to tell you one thing. Just like one of the book I read, it says a disciplined trader, that everyday compounding that you do with a minimal loss, you manage your loss, you put your stop loss, everyday compounding, whether you're getting to $2 or whether you're getting $5, it will actually give you, if you calculate the percentage in 1 year to come, you will see that you're making a huge amount of money. So you trade with patience. It also says that in a man, there is a loser in you and there is a winner in you. There are two types of effect that happens in a man, in psychology of a man: winning and losing. So let me talk about the key levels. When we talk about key levels, you see these points where I marked. You see these points where I mark this line. Look at these points where I mark this line. What if you look at this line now? What are you expecting here? What do you expect to happen here? I have already marked my key zone, because key zone helps in knowing where to enter the market and knowing where to exit. Okay, now the reason why I mark this area is because if you look at from here to here, you will see that this is the last touch. You see different touch: first touch, second touch. You can see my cursor, and third touch. Now this is the fourth touch. I'm expecting the fifth touch. So what I'm expecting here is from here to this point before it starts pushing up again. It will reverse from here. So what I expect is, I'm expecting it to come down, then we enter and it will start pushing up. Okay, this is my analysis. That is the reason why I marked that area. You see, when I marked this area, it was here, then it touched it and started to shoot up. It came down again, do this massive rejection and push up again. You see, so that is what we call key zones. You have to know your key levels, key zones, before you know where to enter the market. Your key zone helps you to know particularly where to enter the market. Okay, now another key zone, because when we talk about key zone, we talk about support and resistance. Key zones can be in support and resistance. When it comes in uptrend key zones, here represent support. This line represents support level. Okay, so I'm taking my buy on support level. Then here represents resistance level. Let me mark it like this. Here represent resistance level. Okay, just wait. Here represent resistance level. You see this upper part? The upper part represents resistance level. So the resistance level is also a part of key zone. Market tends to reject at resistance level, which in other words, we say that resistance that turns to support, which means, let me show you, this is the resistance that later turn towards support. So this is the support. Sorry, let me delete this. This is the support here. You see, this is the support, and market rejected at that point. This is key zones. Okay, this is another support. What do you see? Markets rejected at that point. So it's either that this thing will take the former one out, and you look at this red line here. This is the last. Looking at this current movement, here to this point. Looking at this current movement, you notice that there are three things we need to see here. There are three things. One is we have double top. You see, double top. One, we have double top. Whenever you see double top on an uptrend, know that the market is about to change direction. Okay, so we have double top, and we have something like a neckline. Look at the neckline. We have something like a neckline. See it here. We have something like a neckline, and the market rejected from that neckline. In another words, you can actually say, I cannot call this thing head and shoulder pattern, because these two sides are equal. It cannot be head and shoulder, just like your head, your shoulder. So you have to have equal shoulder and your head, one shooting out. Okay, so this is not head and shoulder pattern, but the pattern of this chart is called double top. So double top is one of the clear indication that, oh, market is about to what, change directions. You see, when you see engulfing candlestick means that there are big selling pressure at that moment. Okay, at that moment there are big selling pressure at that moment. So what you need to do is wait for the candle to close, and you can see the candle closed perfectly. And what happened? The candle closed perfectly, and what happened? This thing boosts down. Okay, so some people might take profit at this point, then it goes up again. Okay, so that is how to know market structure. That is how to know market structure. In case if you have any question, you can actually drop your comments on our WhatsApp group or on this comment section of this video.